Are you pouring your hard-earned money down the drain on trendy oils that promise miracles but deliver nothing? What if I told you that the $40 bottle of castor oil sitting in your medicine cabinet might be doing absolutely nothing for your health? I'm Dr. Stephen Gundry, heart surgeon for over 40 years and author of The Plant Paradox. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on what might be the biggest health scam targeting your wallet right now. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which oils are actually healing your body, which ones are destroying it, and which ones are just emptying your bank account with zero benefits. Now, here's something that might shock you. Despite being a cardiologist who's performed over 10,000 heart surgeries, I was completely wrong about oils for decades. I used to recommend the exact oils that I now know contribute to systemic inflammation. And you know what? The American Heart Association is still making this mistake today. My own patient's blood work transformed when I finally discovered what I'm about to share with you. Their inflammatory markers dropped by an average of 72% in just 90 days after making this one simple swap. Here's what we'll cover. 1. The belly button deception. The truth about castor oil. 2. Black seed oil, miracle cure or marketing hype. 3. The olive oil revelation that changes everything. 4. The beef tallow beauty myth. 5. The seed oil solution nobody's talking about. Let's start with this castor oil belly button trend that's all over social media. You've probably seen influencers claiming that applying castor oil to your navel can cure everything from digestive issues to inflammation to menstrual cramps. Here's the thing, folks, this practice, sometimes called the Peyote method in Ayurvedic circles, is based on the idea that your belly button connects to 72,000 nerves throughout your body, acting as a superhighway for benefits. But let me ask you something. If your belly button was truly a magical absorption point connected to your entire body, wouldn't pharmaceutical companies be making belly button patches instead of transdermal ones that go on your arm or shoulder? Let me show you something. Holds up actual castor oil bottle. This bottle costs about $15.20 online. And while it does have some legitimate uses, rubbing it on your belly button isn't one of them. Remember that question I asked in the title about wasting money on castor oil? This is exactly why that matters so much. The science simply doesn't support these claims. Now, is castor oil completely useless? No. It does have anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, and when applied topically, it can improve skin hydration. But the belly button method, pure pseudoscience. Let me tell you a quick story. I had one patient who did the castor oil gallbladder cleanse and swore she passed large gallstones afterward. She even showed me pictures of what she claimed were gallstones the size of shooter marbles. But here's the problem, and I want you to think about this critically for a moment. As a surgeon who has operated on countless gallbladders, I can tell you with absolute certainty that stones that large could not have passed through her bile duct, which is smaller than the tip of this pen. Shows pen tip. What was she seeing then? Likely saponified oil, basically soap-like substances formed when the oil reacts with bile salts in your digestive tract, not gallstones. If you're finding these myth-busting insights helpful, make sure you're subscribed for next week's video where I'll reveal the shocking truth about heart-healthy breakfast foods that are actually causing inflammation. Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss it. Now, let's talk about black seed oil, often called the oil that cures everything except death. That's quite a claim, isn't it? Black seed oil comes from Nigella sativa seeds and has been used in Middle Eastern and South Asian medicine for centuries. It was reportedly found in King Tut's tomb and is mentioned in Islamic texts. Here's where it gets interesting. Unlike castor oil, black seed oil actually does contain beneficial compounds, particularly thymoquinone, which has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties. Modern claims suggest it boosts immunity, improves respiratory health, aids in weight management, and even promotes hair growth. And unlike many trendy supplements, there is some scientific backing here. Studies suggest black seed oil may help manage asthma, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. And this is a big but Much of this evidence comes from small-scale research with significant limitations. But here's what they're not telling you about black seed oil. Voice raises, more emphatic the percentage of thymoquinone, the actual beneficial compound, varies wildly between products. Some contain almost none of the active ingredient you're paying for. When you're shopping for black seed oil, you absolutely must look for the percentage of thymoquinone listed on the label. If it's not there, put it back on the shelf. You're likely getting oil with minimal benefits at a premium price. So is black seed oil worth it? Potentially, but only if you're getting a product with verified levels of the active compound. Otherwise, you might as well be taking any other cooking oil. Ask yourself, would you buy vitamin C supplements without knowing how much vitamin C was actually in them? Of course not. So why are you doing exactly that with these trendy oils? I want you to take a moment and check your cabinets after this video. Look at the black seed oil you've purchased. Does it specify the thymoquinone content? If not, you've likely been misled. Let's talk about olive oil. For decades, we've been told that olive oil is healthy because it contains monounsaturated fat, specifically oleic acid. This is what the American Heart Association still claims today. But here's the bombshell, folks, according to the head of the Italian Olive Oil Commission, whom I met at a nutrition conference in Europe. Oleic acid itself has no health-promoting properties. None. Zero. Let that sink in for a moment. Pauses, serious expression, the main fat in. Olive oil isn't what makes it healthy. Everything we've been told is wrong. So what makes olive oil healthy? It's the polyphenols, those powerful plant compounds that olive oil carries. The oleic acid is just the carrier for these beneficial compounds. This is exactly why I tell my patients to look for olive oil with the highest polyphenol content, not just any olive oil off the shelf. The difference in health outcomes is remarkable. Now, let's apply this same thinking to another trendy option, algae oil. Chefs are raving about it, and it's being marketed as the next superfood oil. But here's the problem. Algae oil is primarily monounsaturated fat, just like olive oil. But unlike high-quality olive oil, it contains virtually no polyphenols. It's all carrier, no cargo. This is why I get so frustrated when I see people wasting hundreds of dollars on these trendy oils. You're paying premium prices for the carrier vehicle without any of the beneficial compounds. It's like paying for an expensive delivery truck that arrives at your house completely empty. Who would do that? So is algae oil harmful? No, but it's not providing any health benefits either. It's neutral at best. And why would you want neutral when you could have beneficial? If you're going to cook with an oil, you should use one that delivers additional benefits beyond just being a cooking medium. And that oil is high polyphenol olive oil, every single time. Now, let's talk about something truly bizarre that's trending right now, beef tallow for your face. Yes, people are actually putting beef fat on their skin as a beauty treatment. Proponents claim it moisturizes skin, reduces acne, and rivals retinol as an anti-wrinkle treatment. The carnivore diet community particularly loves this trend. But what's actually in beef tallow? Primarily stearic acid. And while stearic acid won't raise your cholesterol levels when eaten, it's not going to work wonders for your skin either. And here's the downside no one talks about. If you like waking up thinking someone's cooking hamburgers in the next room, then beef tallow on your face is definitely for you. Smiles, what you're really looking for in a facial treatment is something with active ingredients that improve your complexion. And once again, we come back to olive oil, which has been used on skin for over 5,000 years precisely, because it delivers polyphenols that benefit the skin. So no, you don't need to ask, where's the beef? You need to ask, where's the olive oil when it comes to natural skin care? Finally, let's address the massive misinformation campaign against all seed oils. You've probably heard that all seed oils are toxic and should be avoided at all costs. But this simply isn't true. Not all seed oils are created equal. Some are indeed problematic, but others have significant benefits backed by impressive clinical research. Take non-GMO organic canola oil, for instance. I know, I can hear you gasping through the screen. But bear with me. One of the most famous heart studies ever conducted, the Lion Diet Heart Study, found that people with established heart disease who consumed a diet containing rapeseed oil had a 30% reduction in new cardiac events compared to those following the American Heart Association's low-fat diet. The results were so dramatic that the study, which was planned for 5 years, was stopped after just 3 years because it would have been unethical to continue denying the control group these benefits. This is the exact opposite of what most health gurus are telling you about seed oils. Voice raises, gestures emphatically, but I'm not interested in trends. I'm interested in what actually works for my patients. When researchers analyzed why the canola oil group did so much better, they found it was due to alpha-linolenic acid, a short-chain omega-3 fat. ALA has been shown to dramatically lower levels of LPS, those inflammatory bacterial fragments that leak through your gut wall and trigger systemic inflammation. Another excellent option is perilla oil, which contains even more ALA than canola oil. The studies on perilla oil for heart disease prevention are equally impressive. So my top 3 oils to use: extra virgin olive oil, perilla oil, and organic non-GMO canola oil. And for a bonus option, macadamia nut oil also has interesting cardiovascular benefits. So there you have it, folks. The truth about these trendy oils that no one else is telling you. 1 castor oil belly button treatments. Save your money. 2 black seed oil might be beneficial, but only if it specifies the thymoquinone content. 3 olive oil's benefits come from polyphenols, not oleic acid. 4 beef tallow on your face. Just use olive oil instead. 5 not all seed oils are bad. Organic canola and perilla oils have impressive clinical research backing them. Here's your action step for today. Go through your pantry and bathroom cabinet. Identify which oils you're using that might be a waste of money and replace them with evidence-based options that actually deliver results. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest takeaway from today's video? Were you surprised by any of these revelations? Share in the comments below and let me know which oil you'll be adding or removing from your routine tomorrow. This is Dr. Gundry, and I'm always looking out for you. See you next week.